Make sure the microphone is on. All right, what's up? What's up? Yeah. All right. Go to the channel. All right, I got to click into myself. Make sure I'm to the channel. Okay, you guys can hear me, all right? All right, I got to click into myself. Make sure I'm to the channel. Okay, you guys can hear me. Okay, let me turn everything down. All right, so we go, right? What's going on? Janine K, what's going on? Rhonda Prelo, what's up? Belinda, what's happening? Baby girl. Felicia Ali. CBOW. Thelma Hush, what's happening? So you guys can hear me. Yes, I got the Mountain Dew I needed for the live. I don't want to hear y'all mouth tonight talking about me drinking water. I've been drinking water all day. My skin looks good. See, it's a little dark in here. I don't know why, but it's working. I'm good, Janine K. How are you, baby? Shamita Brown, what's up? Baby girl, I drink water all day. I don't have to have the water in here. I did have a drop of water. See, KO, I knew you was going to come in here with that mess. I had a drop of water today. It was more like a capful, but I drank it. I mean, I'm holding it down for the fam. What you want me to do? Guys, listen, as soon as we get 100 likes, we are going to start. We got 55 people in here. Everybody knows English. Let's hit that like button. Let's get this thing moving. I could have left and went to North Carolina today. I stayed here because as a content creator, I owe you. You the people. You want the live? You got the live. Hit that like button. There we go. 26. We almost up there. Let's match the likes with the people in here. Hit the like even if you don't stay. Come on. Represent your boy. Let's go. Now listen. I mentioned a couple of names in my video. You guys know those names. I need you to send me your URL codes in the email. StockMarketSteve.com. You guys have been selected to be moderators on this channel. I will be having more moderators. I will have up to 8. I need you guys to contact me. The ones that I mentioned in the video, they know who they are. You'll be the first wave of moderators. After that, there will be 4 more names. Now, some of you guys will notice you got blue wrenches next to your name. You are already moderators because you sent me the URL. I apologize. 2 hours ago, I realized that the YouTube video I looked at to get moderators is old. They need URLs now. So those with the blue checks, y'all are moderators. It's your job to keep the riffraff out of here and hold order, which I know y'all can do. So right now I got 3 moderators. I got King Delight, I got Belinda, and I got, who else we got in here? Wani, oh, what up, Wani? KO, hello, nurse. See, I wouldn't make you a mod, but you'd be moderating me, Kaya. I can't mess with you. You be moderating me. You'll make me take the Mountain Dew in moderation. I can't have that right now. I need this for this. Monica Reno, what's up? All right, we got 51 likes and 82 people in here. Come on, man, hit that like button. Let's move it. I'll make a deal with you. Give me 80 likes and we're going to push this thing forward. I got some real good stories for you. I got 11 stories and we're going to finish them all tonight. In fact, I got 12 stories. I got a bonus one that I seen this morning that was crazy that I had to add in. I'm gonna say the bonus one first. So we got 54 people, 89 people in here. Let's push that like button. 57. Let's count it up. We got 57 likes, 89 people in here. Let's go. 58. 61. Very good. Let's climb it. Let's get it climbing. 63. 64. Yeah, I got a John Watts story for y'all tonight. I got them juggernaut stories too. Y'all been asking me to tell y'all them juggernaut stories. I'm gonna tell y'all 2 juggernaut stories tonight. Yeah, these stories right here, I had to think back. So Sandra Brislin say, start the party. I'm working on it, baby. I need, we got 96 people in here. Give me 8 more lights. We had 72 lights. Give me 80 lights. We'll bust it. I ain't even packed for the funeral to go to North Carolina tomorrow. I leave early in the morning. I'm going to have some good footage for y'all. I got it already planned out. I took notes and everything else. I've been talking to folks down there that's going to help me get to these places I'm going to film from. I'm going to have some good material for y'all. You know, it's an honor to go down there and see the family, you know, in their time of crisis, offer condolences, show respect. That's what this channel is about, man. All right, we got one more. We need one more like here. All right, 81. All right, that's good enough for me. That's good enough for y'all. That's good enough for me. Let's get this party started. Check it out. This morning, right, I got up at 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, oh, I'm going to go do my route real quick, my work route, and then I can just come home. I got in here late. That's why I only did one video. So this morning, I go and do my first job. So it's like 5:45 in the morning. It's still dark outside. So like I'm like an EMT with like, if I'm not following a route, like which is at the end of the month, I just sit around and wait for emergency calls. I go park in the parking lot like an EMT in the ambulance and wait for a call. Most of the time I don't get one. So I just sit there and watch Netflix or watch YouTube or whatever. So, excuse me. I'm sitting out there and I'm in a part of Houston that's kind of like hood. But like I'm sitting in front of a pet store that is the guy's a friend of mine. So I'd sit out in front of the store. You know what I'm saying? What's up, baby girl? And check it out. I'm sitting there and where I'm parked, I park facing out in the parking lot. It's an empty parking lot on the main street. While it's on the main street, right? This is all you see. I see this red Mustang. It's a gas station right next to me. And it's 2 palm trees and like a little island, like part of the section of the parking lot that separates the gas station from this parking lot I'm in. I hear all this screaming like a girl. Ah, ah, ah. I look and it's a guy, like somebody's in the car. I think it was a girl in the car driving. And they drive up the curb. They smash the palm tree, knock the palm tree down. The car goes up on a palm tree and everything, right? The guy chasing the car, he trying to get in the car. He jumps in the back seat because the front door locked. He jump in the back seat. All I hear is screaming. He fighting the girl. I'm looking like, and all these people are just going about their business like, yeah, this is what happens on this side of the city. I'm sitting there looking. So while he's doing that, the car takes off and jumps over the island. When it jumps over the island, it's facing my car. So it's facing my car and it's doing like this. They fighting. I'm like, if this motherfucker get the gas, he gonna crash into my car. So I got my key in my ignition. I start my car up and I'm looking. Some odd reason, the person jumps out the car that was getting pulled on in the front seat and runs between this alley, like the little driveway between the buildings, into the darkness, and the car follows. I'm like, why would she run back there? Right? I'm like, that was odd. So I go back to watching the movie. About 10 minutes later, I hear all this. It was like weird. And I'm like, who the hell is crying? I see this boy come around the corner. And he got this other man that's older than he is. And he's walking, and the guy's walking with him. He's like, I can't do this. I'm thinking he's a teenager. And I'm like, man, what happened? His mom died or something? Like he lost somebody? So what's up, Alicia Clark? Oh, next thing you know, right? They sit right next, like near my car. People are stupid. Like when they have BS and like drama and stuff, they always like get near people. Like it can affect, like, I don't know what's going on. If they running from people, if somebody will come around the corner, get shooting, they near me. So they sitting on the curb. Like I'm sitting there looking at them, like through my passenger side door. So the guy's on the ground. The kid looked like it's a kid. He's on the ground. He's like, I can't breathe. And I'm like, why is he acting like that? I'm thinking it's a teenage boy. And the other guy like, stop crying. Here, drink this. Stop crying. The person. So he jumps up and he stomps and he hugged him. I said, man, that boy must be really going through it for him to cry out in public and let everybody see it, right? Next thing I know, the other dude starts smacking him up. Yeah, he like, help me. I'm like, he beating on a kid. I'm like, man, fuck this. I jump out the car. I don't know why. It's not my business, but I thought he was hitting the kid. So I jump out the car. I'm like, yo. So dude act like he ain't hear me. I walks over there. And when I get close enough, I look. It was two gay dudes fighting. It was two gay dudes fighting. The dude wasn't a young boy. He was just a young looking man. He was real feminine. He was like, he was doing his hands like, ah. I thought I was helping. I went over there. I was like, man, shit. I go get in the car, right? About 5 minutes passed. The guy stopped fighting on him, but he's like, I'm going to the store. You stay right here. I guess it was his boyfriend or something. He falling all on the ground. Ah. So he got him an orange soda. He throws the soda. The soda spills, picks the soda up, put the cap, like, tightens the cap. I'm going to the store, get some cigarettes. You stay right here. So I'm sitting there. So I got the windows down, and the guy ain't nothing but 30 feet away from me on the curb. So when the guy was fighting him, he seen me or heard me, but he didn't see me. So like I kind of like backed off like that ain't my business. Get in the car, right? What's up, Hazel? Get in the car. This all you hear. I see the guy get up. I hate doing this. I hate imitating this. It's making me mad. He's like, and he kept doing his hands like this. He's like, Shit made me mad as hell. I hate when men don't act like, oh, it was so bitchy. Listen, he walks past the car. As he's walking by the car, I'm like this. He coming by the car, I'm like this. This him. But he looking out the side of his eye. Now, he ain't got no shirt on now. The guy that tore his shirt off. He got a book bag that's open. He barefoot. He walking like a chick. But he looking at me. Help me. He said, help me. I said, just like that while he's side-eyeing me. He started drinking his soda like nothing ever happened. He's like, and he walked up the street. What the fuck was that? You ever see a little baby cry because they mad and you give them a bottle and they cry and then you give them the bottle, they drink some and then they go back to crying again? He did that. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with people? What's wrong with people? I mean, just seeing him act like that made me mad. But that all together, that was some dumb shit. I mean, I'm like, no shred of manhood at all in him. I was like, yo, you know what, man? I'm glad I didn't jump out there. But check this out. Good thing I didn't. When they walked by, I locked my car. I walked to the same gas station the guy was because he was coming back. It was a big ass knife on the ground that the gay dude had with him. I said, I went over there and got jigged. They'd have hit me with that joint. I'd have been finished. You know what I'm saying? For not minding my business. But it made me mad, yo. You know what I'm saying? He was acting like a kid. When he did his hands like that, be a man. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't take it. That's the first story. That was the pre-story. That ain't one of the stories I was gonna tell. That was crazy. Check this out. This first story we're gonna call is Uncle Tom's Revenge, y'all. Remember I said I had a gay uncle? You know what I'm saying? John Walsh ain't like that shit. John Wash's son, his adopted son, John Walsh ain't play that gay shit. Listen. My Uncle Thomas was my favorite uncle because he was the youngest. He probably was like in his late 20s, like 29 or something when I was like 18. So, I mean, it wasn't that much of an age difference with me and him, but he was a man. He'd been a man for a while. Now, he was my favorite uncle because he was funny. He was silly. He was gay, but like we didn't really know he was gay because he didn't really act like that around us. But he was one of them dudes where like you look at him like it was something off with him. He didn't talk feminine or anything like that. But when, he wasn't around us, I guess the friends he had was feminine or they looked gay or you know what I'm saying? But anyway, he was my favorite uncle, man. Me and him got along like crazy. He used to punch me. I used to punch him. He playing them games with me when we was young. I got bigger than he did when I was younger. I was 19. He was always a frail, skinny dude. I was frail and skinny too as a senior in high school, but I had some weight on him and I used to wrestle and fight in the street all the time. So I was masculine, like I could just handle him. We got to the point where he couldn't handle me, so we stopped wrestling around. Nothing big. I'm a senior in high school. I'll never forget it. It's like 2 weeks before graduation, right? We sitting in my house. Thank you, blessings. We sitting in the house, right? And the phone rings at my mom's house because I'm at the school in her district, so the phone rings. And my mom answers the phone like, hello? And she looks at me and she's like, it's for you. I'm like, who would be calling me? You know what I mean? I never get personal phone calls from people besides girls, but not at my mom's house. I get the phone call, right? Now, this is around the time when like Desert Storm, the Gulf War, like Desert Storm was about to kick off with Saddam Hussein, and like everybody thought it was war. So I'm watching the news like, yo, they about to go over there, go to war and stuff. You know, I'm young, naive. So I get the phone. Is this, look how they did me. Is this Stephen such and such? I said, yes, sir. Sir, I like that. What do you feel about joining the U.S. Navy? They want me? I'm a kid. I don't know. I'm like, what? I'm like, yeah. Is this something you want to do? You like challenges? You like travel? You want to be a man? I do want to be a man. I was like, shit. The Navy trying to recruit me? I'm thinking it's like college football or something. Like I can be whatever I can be. You know what I mean? I'm like, what? This is when the military, army, be all you could be commercials. I'm like, yo, the Navy, they called me like, yo. So I get up the phone, I get his information, right? And he was like, can I call you back in 5 minutes? I said, yeah. So he don't call, I hang up, he don't call me back. So my mom was like, who was that? I said, it was the Navy. They was asking if I wanted to join. I'm like, I'm thinking about doing that. I said, of course, you know, I had got accepted to college, right? But I was debating because John Wash, one of the colleges I wanted to go to, John Wash got into an argument with the people over my room and board, right? And we got to the point where they were like, you know what, you take your money back. We don't even want you. So John Wash was like, cool. You know what I'm saying? So I had an alternative school that I was going to go to, HBCU, which I wound up going to, right? So I'm letting him handle that. But I'm saying, damn, the Navy want me. I'm like, damn, I could be a sailor. I could be traveling. I could be on the boat like this, going to foreign lands, looking mean. Just stupid shit, right? Check it out. My uncle, who's gay and ain't never did nothing, my grandmom is like, Stevie, you ain't going in the military. You don't need to go in the military. Now, if I say something to John Wash, he'll shut it down. So we at my mom's house, so John Wash don't come over there. So we at my mom's house. It's my mom, my grandmom, and my Uncle Thomas. They start going off for me. Why you want to go in the military? Why you want to do it? You see how Johnny is? He got shot up and he lucky to be alive. I don't give a damn. I'm trying to shoot guns and act a fool. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I was thinking about the military though. They like, Steve, you lying. You doing it, and you know, they just shitting on me, right? So I started getting mad. Now, my grandmom, I can say certain things to, but I can't be disrespectful. I can just defend myself like, nah, yeah, I do want to go. You know, does she like my mom? My mom didn't raise me. My mom like my sister. Her, I'll get with. What is you talking about? You don't know what you're talking about. Thomas is like some dude. Now, I know I can't hit them, but I'll body him. It's him. Stevie, you're stupid. Don't you see it's a war on the damn TV? You go in the military, you get one or two things. You get a bullet up the ass or down the throat. Coming from him, it was funny because he ain't doing nothing masculine, but he gonna tell me what to do. So I said, I just started breathing heavy because it was him. So I was like, man, you know what? Get out my face. He was like, you're stupid. You want to go over there? Those people are cutting heads off. They're cutting people's heads off. They're doing all kind of savage stuff. What kind of person would want to go over there? They have no love in their heart. And he's going off, and I'm getting madder and madder and madder. The guy calls back like 10 minutes later. She said, it's the guy. I said, I went to go get the phone. My Uncle Thomas picked the phone up. Hello? He's not going in your stupid military. And he hung the phone up and he did his hands like this, like a bitch. I swear to God, I turned into Rasputia. I saw him hang the phone up. It was slow motion. I looked at the phone go down on the receiver. I looked, he was like, I swear to God, I saw fairy dust coming down like he won. Fuck that. I just won on him. We fighting. And when I say we fighting, we fighting. He punching me hard as he can as a grown man. I'm punching him hard as I can as a young kid. I slip on the rug. We had a throw rug. I slip on the rug and he goes to swing, but it looked like he knocked me down and I went under the rug, under the table. My mom and Buddy was like, oh, oh, you know, the way they did that, it made it look like he knocked me out. But his hand went over me, like, because I slipped. I was trying to grab him and like I slipped and then he swung and it looked like he knocked me down. This is him. Mama, I told him not to mess with me. He always messing with me. He know now. He gotta learn him. When he said that, I jumps up. Everybody grabbed me. Now I start crying because I feel like he got that shit off and he talking trash. He's sticking his tongue out like, now. I'm like, let me go. Let me go. Fuck that. I'm cussing the shit. I can't let him get that off out of everybody. He's my uncle and I love him, but I was ready to kill him. It's no way I can take an L from him. Anybody but him. So watch this. I goes home. I'm in the car with Bunny, like 2 hours past. I'm in the car with Bunny. I'm looking out the window. I'm mad. Like, yeah, he don't think he done punched me. He ain't even hit me. And I'm like, y'all thought he hit me. I'm like, you're making all them sounds like, oh, oh. She was like, Stevie, he did hit you. I saw. I'm like, he did not hit me. Look at my face. Look at his face and look at mine. Sometimes, Stevie, you can get hit and you won't have knots on your face. Oh, I was going crazy. I got to get mine. Hell no. I goes home. John Wash, we call the panic button. That's what we used to call him, the panic button. We say hit the panic button, that means go get John Wash. We never hit the panic button because John Wash come, you don't know if you want to get attacked. And like everybody gonna get attacked. John Wash crazy. I hits the panic button. Fuck that. I goes home. Dad, guess what happened? Bunny start pinching me. I'm like, don't pinch me. Now I'm selling her out. Thomas was fighting on me. He said, what? What happened? She was like, and he knocked him under the table. Now she trying to act like she on my side, but she trying to laugh and make a joke. John Wash was like, what you do? I said, I ain't do nothing. No, he said, what did you do? Like you let him do that? You let him do that? And this is Thomas now, his son. I said, nah, he swung, he ain't even hit me. He said, call Thomas over here right now. Bunny like, I'm not doing. Get on the phone and call him right now. This is before he had cell phones, so we had the rotary phone. Thomas, dad wants you. Thomas come over like 30 minutes later. I'm sitting in the back, right? Thomas going in the back. I'm thinking John Wash going to yell at him or something. Now, Thomas is in his 30s almost. Probably was in his 30s, like 31, 32. John Wash says, Stevie, come here. He said, both of y'all go in the basement. Go in the basement? Go down the basement. We had these old ass boxing gloves. And my granddad had this Foot Locker that I guess he bought this from Vietnam or whatever, and we never went in it. It had these old ass brown Jack Johnson looking boxing gloves because he said he used to box in the Navy. It had boxing gloves in the thing. Yo, them boxing gloves was old. They had dust and the leather had cracks and stuff in it. It looked like it was just, they were like deteriorating. John Wash! Put on the gloves. You want to kill each other? We're going to do it legally. And we're going to fight like men. Thomas like, just looking at him. He said, put them on. He throws the boxing gloves to me, throws the boxing gloves to him. I'm like, yeah, put them on. You know what I'm saying? I goes to stick the hand in the boxing glove, right? The boxing glove got dust and everything on it. When I stick my hand in there, all the cotton is deteriorated and my thumb comes through the leather. It's like moths ate the shit up. So I said, my thumb, stick it out. John Wash looked at me. I didn't ask you that. Put the damn gloves on. The gloves on the ground. I put the gloves on. I start getting in the corner. And we in a little ass basement, just me. You know, back in the day, I used to fight like this. I'm like, Thomas staring at the gloves. He said, boy, I ain't gonna say it again. Put them goddamn gloves on. Thomas put the gloves on, right? Yeah, they was dry riding. Put the gloves on. He said, when I say ding, ding, you get 3 minutes, and that's it. Whoever loses, I'm beating the hell out of both. But he said, I'm beating the hell out of you. Thomas is a grown-ass man. But remember, Thomas always be acting friendly. He's like, he said, I'm gonna make a man out of one of y'all today. And he kept looking at Thomas like, I'm like, let's go. John Watts said, ding. Before he said the second ding, he said, ding, I was on him. I start fighting. When I'm punching him, the gloves ain't tied up. So when I'm punching him, my hand is moving in the gloves and shit. So I realized my hands ain't tied up in the gloves. Thomas's gloves was tied up and he just stuck his hands in there. So my gloves is loose. We fighting. Boom, 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 boom. Now he punching differently. He punching like a grown man and he's fighting different. He's fighting different. I grabbed him like, oh shit. I grab him, right? And he starts working the body. He's hitting me. I'm like, oh shit. I'm looking at my dad, and my dad, John Marsh, is like this. You better not lose. You better not lose. This is son. So I push my gloves, hands in the gloves, and I just start throwing crazy shit. You know what I mean? A grown-ass man. Start throwing crazy shit. I throws the okie doke. We had a sofa that's down there. I throws the okie doke. I hit him across the face. Boom. He flies and lands on the he lands on the sofa like this. But it looked like I hit him massively hard. Boom, and he flew. I seen John Watts like, I had to cut my hair. John Watts was like, and then I'm like, damn, John Watts want to make one of us kill each other. So I said, that's enough, Daddy. He had enough. Get up, Thomas. We dealt with this shit when you was younger. Get your ass up. Be a man. Thomas, get up. I see a trickle of blood come on his nose. I didn't want to fight no more. Now, you know, I had my little fight with him. You know what I'm saying? Now I see I hurt him. It wasn't that serious. You know, he don't want to fight neither. So he swing. I just grab him because I can wrestle him. He whispered in my ear. He said, say you don't want to fight. And I'm going to say, I don't want to fight. And we're going to stand there. I said, he said on 3. I said 1, 2, 3. Dad, we don't want to fight no more. You know what I'm saying? Look how smart John Walsh is. When we was talking in that split second, when we turned around and said we don't want to fight, by the time we got to the fight part, when we said no more, we both was getting beat with the belt. John Walsh was beating a grown man, his son, and me with the belt. He swung that shit, I swear to God, that shit hit both of us at the same time. It went between us and was like, I takes off for the steps. We going up the steps. We pulling each other down by the legs. We getting beat the whole damn time. I climbed over his ass. He was the last one down there. Look, when I got to the top, he was running. John Watts grabbed his leg and was beating him. He stuck his hand out like he was getting caught. And I slammed the door in his ass and ran. I went outside. My mom was like, what the hell's going on down there? I ran by. I was like, nothing. I got outside. I still had the fucking raggedy ass gloves on and shit. They were like, you was boxing there? I was like, yeah, I had to fuck Thomas up. You know what I'm saying? But my face is all cheek. I threw the gloves on the porch. I ain't never seen them gloves again, man. But yeah, my granddad was wild, man. He beating grown people. And that ain't the last time he did that. The next time after that was way worse. And I'm gonna tell you that's one of the stories up here. John Walsh was a nutcase, man. He was a nutcase. This next story we gonna call Wildin' Out. Not Wildin' Out like the movie. He's gonna call Wild Out like the song by the Locks. That club song. When I was in Camden, New Jersey, after I got out the military, right? I've been home I got home in December. And I was home for a while. It was me, my cousin, I can't say his name, me and my 2 cousins. And we started going to clubs, like he was going to bars and stuff. Come to find out, he started selling drugs. I didn't know. So he would go to these bars and make up pickups and stuff like that. And I'm just driving him. I had a car. He didn't drive. I'm driving him to all these bars. So he goes to this one bar. It's on a Friday night, and it's the summertime. So in fact, it wasn't the summertime. It was still like between winter and spring. So we still was wearing big coats, and it was cold. I remember it was snow on the ground. We goes in this bar like 11:30 at night. So I pull up. He comes out in 5 minutes. We drive off. Usually, this time he don't come out. When he do come out, he come out running to the car. This him. Yo, come in here. So me and my other cousin in the car, we go in there. Place is packed. It's a small bar. It's packed. Nothing but girls, right? It's ladies' night or whatever. We go in there and he's like, yo, sit down at the table. One of the barmaids, behind the counter, it's his ex-girlfriend. She's like, yo, I give y'all free drinks and all this stuff. So he went to free drinks. We go in there. The guy he was supposed to meet said he was going to be a couple hours late anyway. So we just sitting in there. So we sitting in there and it's girls, ain't nobody really saying nothing to nobody. But I noticed about 40 minutes into it, they playing all kind of music. And then 40 minutes into it, we start to notice the music getting more and more gangster, more and more violent. A bunch of shooting gunshots in the song. I'm like, this ain't cool. I'm like, okay, something going on here. So I'm telling my cousin, like, yo, you see how the whole dynamic of the room shifted? Like how they dancing and how they acting now? Now here comes some dudes in there. Now my cousin, I don't hang around people that have a lot of gaudy stuff on them because they make them a target and I don't want to be caught up in that. My cousin got all these chains on now and he don't even wear jewelry. I don't know why he adopted this persona. He got rings on his hands, these jewelry. And we used to laugh like, bro, why you got that on? That ain't even you. So we all regular dudes. We just sitting in there. Check it out. All of a sudden, the song Wild Out comes out by the Locks. And it comes on and it's like, Wild Out, doom, doom, Wild Out. And I'm like, yeah, that's my jam. I'm listening to it. And I'm like, why they play this song? Because back in the day, they used to play them songs. When they would play that song, a lot of clubs wouldn't play that song because they get the shooting. People act stupid. They get the fighting. People be drunk. The song be telling you to kick ass and take names. It's a classic. You know what I'm saying? But people don't play it. I'm like, damn, they playing that in there? So I'm hearing it. The bass is pumping. The way the bar was, you go into the bar and it was just like the stools right there. So you had to walk down this long way and then you go in the step up part and it's just an open lounge part. And it was like really a corner house that they turned into a bar. So it was very, close together. And there was a kitchen back there that they cooked. So the part where like it steps up where we could look down and see like, the bar and stuff. It's two Spanish guys down there, Puerto Rican dudes. And they're sitting there. Everybody's dancing. Everybody's moving. And these two dudes are just sitting there. And they got drinks in their hand. They're just sitting there looking straight. And I'm like, yo, peep that. I'm like, yo, they ain't doing that. I'm like, that don't look right. The Wild Out song, come on. Right at the first chorus, the dude on the left pulls out two big-ass guns. The dude on the right takes his shot glass and smashes it on the ground and then takes the bottle, whatever it was, Wild Turkey or whiskey or whatever, and smashes it. When he does that, he puts a mask on. Now they got the cash register behind the thing. He puts the mask on. The other dude pulls his hoodie up and starts shooting. He starts shooting the whole bar up. Boom, 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 boom. Whatever kind of handguns he had, I think they was like 40 cals or 45 calibers because it was deafening in there. And they just shooting like it's not like nobody's in there except them. Boom, 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 right? People are screaming. Girls are running back and forth. Me, I'm a dumbass. I just came out of the military. You know what I'm saying? Like I was around fighter planes, all kind of stuff. It's nothing for me to hear that type of shit. The gun range right there. So I'm standing in the middle of the crowd and it's women just running past me. I'm like, yo, you see that? I'm like, now look, they're shooting. I'm like, yo, you see that? I'm like, yo, they shooting the club up. I'm standing there like a dumbass, people running and getting down. My cousin like, Steve, get down. What the fuck is you doing? I'm like, oh, okay. So I get over here. As I'm getting over here, this girl falls and crashes into me. She falls on the ground. I fall on her, right? She's so scared. She just grabbing me. I'm trying to get up and get out the way. The line of fire on the ground. People running and trampling on us. And she holding on to me, screaming in my damn ear. I couldn't move. It was a mess, right? I happened to cut my eye and look at my cousin, the one with all the gold and shit all, right? He always acting like he tough. When they shoot the bar up, the one dude said, everybody run it. You know what I mean? Run it mean like, yo, we taking everything. We robbing everybody in here. I ain't had no money. I ain't worried about it. I look and see my cousin, right? Because I'm on the ground. This girl's on top of me. And like, I roll over. I'm trying to get up, but she's holding me like this with her arms up. I can't get up. So I'm like out there, but like, I can't move. So I happen to cut my eye and look at him, right? Because everybody's on the ground. This him. He done ripped the rug up. He taking all of his stuff off and shit. He don't know I'm looking at it. He's scared as hell. He's sweaty as shit. He a tough guy. Taking rings off. He looking. And then he locks eyes with me. He done ripped the rug up. He like, and he see me. I said, oh. He like, shh. Anyway, they was about to rob. The one dude started walking up there where we was at, and they was like taking stuff off of the people. The one guy got the cash register open, he took the money, they hopped the bar, and the other guy, they both ran out and like nothing happened. They just took off. So nobody else got robbed. Man, we got in the car, we filleted this dude. You a tough guy, bro. And you cut the rug and then put the stuff up under there. You was fronting hard as hell, you know what I'm saying? Nothing even happened. He gonna turn it on me. What about you? You standing there like you want to get cannon fire just because you was in the military don't mean you can't get shot. You better realize where you at. You still back in Camden. It was just funny how his ass got caught. He looked stupid as shit. So, I mean, that was that story. This next story, it's fucking hot. Let me cut my fan on shit. This next story right here. Damn, what the hell? This next story right here. Y'all, we're going to call this the Sado MILF. This story right here, right? I go to a barbecue in Jersey, in Morristown, New Jersey. Now, I'm probably around, I came home on leave and I was on leave for 3 weeks from the military. So I come home, right? And I can't remember who I was with, but he had a girlfriend. He was supposed to meet the family in Morristown, New Jersey. He wanted me to come along. He was like, say you're my brother, because I was very respectful. So like with me being with him, the way he tried to make it, like with me being there, it would validate him as being a good guy because they would see me and know I speak well and so on and so forth, right? So we go out there and I'm not thinking nothing of it. It's a lot of younger people like our age. We talking, laughing, they're barbecuing, having a nice time. It's a big backyard this family got. They got a pool out there. Everybody's chilling. So somebody's like, yo, this girl named Daphne want to meet you. I said, Daphne? Who's Daphne? Now, you know, I'm on leave, so getting a relationship with somebody is nothing. You know, I'm in the military. I can't do nothing. I live in Oklahoma at the time. Sweetie, I can't do nothing for you. Like, ain't nothing really popping off. I see this chick. She's a white girl. She must have been around black people and ate the same food they ate. Well, she was stacked. And when I say stacked, she was stacked. She had some thickums going on. You know what I mean? And I'm looking, I'm like, damn, pretty ass face. I'm like, fuck it. I'm like, tell her to come over here. So she come over, we start talking and stuff, everything cool. We vibe, right? Nothing really happens. Exchange numbers at the barbecue, talk on the phone a couple of times. She like, let's go out. I'm like, all right, cool. I got my car, you know, we go out, movies, you know, we young, we don't know what a nice dinner is. We go to TGI Fridays, some movies, we just having fun, right? As the night closes, I'm not taking her to my house. She like, yo, let's get a room. I'm like, all right, bet. Right? Because her parents at her house, we ain't up but 24, 25 years old. Now, I got my own place in Oklahoma. When I come home and visit, I'm at my grandparents' house. So we wind up going to this hotel. So as we're on the way going to this hotel, my man calls, say, hey, where you at? So I said, I'm passing Route 38. Thank you, King. I'm passing Route 38. Man, I'm telling y'all the things like y'all know. I'm going up this way towards Cherry Hill. He like, where you at? So I tell him, he like, yo, I'm near the gas station right there. We pull over, it's him and his girl. They done left, you know, and wherever they was at. And by happenstance, we all just met up. So now they don't know Shorty with me. They see her friend like, oh yeah, that's what's up. Let's do something. But it's late. It's like 10, 11 o'clock. She like, we about to get a room. I'm like, nah, I don't want them to go with us. Like, you know, what are you telling them for? So that, yo, we'll get a room too. We get over there. We wind up getting a room. It's all four of us in a room. Now I'm thinking ain't nothing gonna pop off, right? Sitting there, they drinking. I'm just sitting there watching TV. All of a sudden, they get the two people get to argue. They wind up leaving. Now we got the room back there ourselves. So now I'm hype. You know what I mean? Make a long story short, me and her laying there, start kissing, doing whatever we doing, right? This chick, I didn't know this chick was crazy. She says to me, I've never been with a black guy before. You know that, right? I said, you never been with, I said, okay. But in my head, I'm saying like, you was the only white girl at the party. You was mixing in. The way you talk like you was around black people. Like, you know what I'm saying? I didn't understand it. So she like, you the first black dude I'm with. So I'm like, okay. I'm not thinking nothing of it. Bro, she had this thing about black guys that she must have had this fetish, like she couldn't wait to get one. Because it was like when we was messing around, she was turning into different people while we was doing what we was doing. And the one thing, you know, I'm not gonna get graphic on here. The one thing I want to tell you guys that I will never forget, and I think I mentioned this last week in one of my videos. She was so overtaken that I was hitting it from the back, and she was like, punch me. I said, punch you? What's up, Gail? Thank you. I said, punch you? What do you mean punch you? She was like, yeah, hit me. Now I'm moving the whole time I'm moving, right? I'm like, hit you, I hit you. I am hitting it. I'm hitting it now. She was like, nah, I want you to hit me hard. So I start pounding her like, yo, I'm hitting it. She like, nah. Donkey punch me. You know what a donkey punch is? I said, what the fuck is a donkey punch? She wanted me to hit her from the back and punch her in the, like throw hooks and punch her in the side. You know what I'm saying? I said, what the fuck part of the game is this? Who does that shit? Belinda, you're right. Hit her and I'm going to jail. And you know, look. So I'm like, she had a banging shot I ain't want to pull out. I'm like, boo. He was like, no. You got to punch me. Trust me, I can take it. You see these hips? So I'll punch her hip. Boom. Like, I know she go to Mark Easy. I'm not stupid. Boom. She like, nah. Hit me. I kept saying no. She like, hit me. I'm still doing my thing. I'm trying to ignore her. So she grabs my hand and tries to make me punch her. Hit me hard. I hauls off and rocks her. Bang! You know what I'm saying? She says, ugh, and she falls like putty. She just melted. Ugh, and she lays there. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. Shit. I start double dutching out the coochie. I'm like going back and forth like, I don't know what to do. I'm like, shit, I'm sorry. She said, she laid there for about 30 seconds. I said, baby, I swear to God. Oh, shit. I said, I'm going to be beating white women in this damn. I'm in the white hair and beat this white. She's going to hit her. Anybody going to believe this shit? I said, I'm sorry. This is what she did. When she was on, like, laid on the bed flat, she said, oh. I said, you okay? She said, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Again, I said, hell no. So I grab her. I turns her over. I grabs her ankle. I get on top of her like this, and I'm going to just hold her. She pulls me close to her. She started saying some of the craziest shit. And I was like, yeah, you ain't never been with no black guy because you were saying some wild stuff. She was saying, some crazy shit. She pulled me close. She was in my ear. I was stroking on her. She like, yeah, give me that black love stick. And then she was like, ow. Fuck me like a slave. Ow. I said, what? Act like I'm the mistress. If you don't do it, you get whipped. I'm like, Jesus Christ. I played along with it. I was humping so hard, my bottom back was cracking and shit. I was like, oh my God. Yo, man. Y'all got me sweating in this piece. I remember that shit. And she was a nice girl. She was like, yeah, I'm in BDSM and role play and all of that stuff. I was like, Jesus Christ. So this went on for about 5 minutes. We was young. It wasn't like we was doing a marathon and me acting stupid with her. But I looked at her when she went and took a shower, man. You could see my knuckle prints on the side of her. I was like, shit. But anyway, nothing came out of that. But she wanted to hook up again. And I was like, I'll let you know. And then it was kind of like she faded to black. Like, well, not faded to black, but she just got away. She just left it up. But listen, that was a scary encounter. Would you say I'll fall for anything? Nah, it ain't even like that. You got to understand something. You in these situations and you with a chick and she give you a TOH and you got your dick out. You got the rep, yo. You got a rep. I ain't going to experiment and do crazy stuff, but that right there, that was her getting hurt, not me. I don't box chicks. I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, when I punched her, something happened. She was like, she just melted like, ugh. And she was like, that's what I'm talking about. I was like, shit, that's not what I'm talking about. But that only happened once, man. That was some crazy shit right there. When she was saying all of that, give me your black love. Then she was like, nah, never mind, fucking shit. Let's go to the next story. Y'all crazy. This next story is a John Wash story. Now this one funny. I never mentioned my mom on here besides saying my mother's my sister, right? Now my mom is rough. She's not juggernautish, but like this time I think she had the trait. I had a cousin who lived with me named Yvonne. I was about 6 years younger than Yvonne. She was a teenager, like 16, 17 when she left our house. Now, Yvonne used to get in trouble a lot. You know what I'm saying? That's why she stayed with us and stuff like that. And something happened where Yvonne ran away and she came home and she started arguing with Bunny, but she was saying some real disrespectful stuff. John Wash was at work and she threatened to fight Bunny and all this other stuff. Bunny calls my mom. I'm a little kid. I got to be like 11, 10 years old. I remember this because I was eating my cereal and I was looking at Sanford and Son on TV. Sanford and Son used to come on TV at night. I was watching Sanford and Son eating Captain Crunch. I'd never forget it. And I had on Pittsburgh Steelers pajamas and shit. I thought they was cool. I got them from the thrift shop. It was the coolest thing ever. But anyway, listen. I'm eating this shit, right? They arguing. I'm not paying attention to it. You know, they just eat, argue. So she like, Bunny, like, Joanne want to talk to you. I don't know if Yvonne was coming off of a high or what. She was talking cash shit. I beat that B up. You can go call it that. And my mom always told me, like, yo, you think John Wash is something when he get mad. If your mother, you ever see your mother get mad, watch out. You'll see where she get it from. I never thought about it. I swear to God, my mom lived right in the last house down the street from us when we was young. We had 3 houses on that block we owned. It wasn't even 2 minutes. You heard the gate open and somebody hit the gate, the whole gate. I'm like, who the hell is that? I'm thinking like they playing kickball or something in the gate. The ball hit the chain link fence or something. I'm a little kid. I'm not even in their business. So I'm eating my shit, right? My mom opens the door. Yvonne tries to rush her before she come in the door and attack her. Now I'm sitting on the floor. We had a big TV. right? Remember the big TV and it had that big thing where you had a dial and it had the antennas on it and the antenna was real long? We sitting there. Now it's the TV, it's the stairwell, and the TV's against the stairwell. So when you come in the house, the door is there and the stairwell comes down. The TV's right there. So the stairs go, you can walk right up the door. She runs to the door I guess to attack my mom. My mom busts in the door. She don't get there fast enough. My mom, I swear to God, my mom grabbed her by her hair and just did this hop jump shit by her hair, like this, by the back of her hair, and flinged her over the stairwell. She flew over the stairwell on top of the TV, smashed the damn antenna and everything, broke the TV turned gray, had the little lines in it. And then when she fell and hit the TV, her and the antenna fall on me and my Captain Crunch. She fell on me like Super Fly Snooker and shit. I'm like, ah! I'm not hurt. I'm just mad because my Captain Crunch. I'm watching Saturday Sunday. The TV fucked up. I used to love the TV. You touch the TV, I kill you. Ah! Joanne thinks she hurts me. Oh, you hurt me? Bitch, I'm gonna kill you. Joanne went over there and grabbed her by her legs. Oh, you hurt me? I'm sorry. She grabs her by her legs and swings her. We had a coffee table here, but she wasn't strong enough to fling her. You know what I'm saying? She flung her like she got off the ground about this much and hit the coffee table. The coffee table breaks and everything. Glass, everything. Bunny like, stop it. Now you the one called Joanne to come up here. Stop it. You made your point. Stop it. You're gonna kill her. My mom stops. Yvonne is laying there. I don't see no blood. I don't see anything. All I saw her get flung. You know what I'm saying? She laid there. When she turned around, I don't know what the fuck happened because her face never hit anything. This eye was big as shit. Like it was big as hell. And she had cuts like on her face, like right here. And then look, back here on both sides, it was clumps of hair missing. Like the hair was ripped. The hair was missing. She ripped the hair out of fucking head. So I get up and I'm like, you know, my granddad just put that antenna and all that shit. So I'm like, everybody's arguing. My granddad come home in like 30 minutes. I'm like, Dad gonna be mad. I'm like, why you do that? I'm like, the TV messed up. He gonna say I did it. I'm gonna get a beating. So they try to put the TV back together. None of them know what the fuck they're doing. Now the beef is over because they know my granddad gonna come home. So now you done fuck the TV up. It ain't working. They turn it on, turn it off. Remember, I used to have the button, you'll pull it and then plug it back in and it would go, you would hear it crackling and then it'd be that little dot and then it would just come on. It wasn't doing it. It just had that line in it. I said, shit. And them TVs back in the day were like $400 or $500. That was a lot of money for a TV back in the early 90s, late 80s. Early 80s. That was a lot of money. Check it out. Now everybody's scrambling. They cleaning up the coffee table. Oh, I'm gonna tell her I dropped the iron on that bunny line. I dropped the iron on that. All the beef over. Yvonne say you fell down the steps. Everybody trying to clean up. John Watts coming. They get all the glass up. They back in the floor. Get all the grass up. They make me stand at the dining room table so my feet don't get cut on nothing. So they do the whole floor, right? Clean up fast as hell. John Watts come in the house. Right? Mr. Ralph was our neighbor. Mr. Cook was on the corner. They must have heard the commotion. And they already must have heard the cussing. Our neighbor, John Wash, come up. They outside. John Wash, they was in there fighting. Yvonne was in there talking crazy to Bunny. And what's the name came up the street and they got to fight. We didn't see what happened, but I could hear stuff breaking in there. John Wash came in the house with the belt off already. Y'all. He came in the house and proceeded to beat the shit out of everybody in there except Bunny, me included. He hit me one time. I ran up under the thing. He hit me across the back. I hollered. I flew on the damn dining room table. He's beating my mom and my cousin with the belt, and they're grown-ups. They're grown up, except your mom was probably 18, 19. He's beating the shit out of them. You're in my house fighting. Beating the fuck out of everybody. I run this damn house. You know how much that costs? You know, his tongue be like, huh? You know how much that costs, huh? Huh? And he started beating him again. Joanne runs out the back door. She got a husband and everything. She runs out the back door and leaves. Yvonne tries to run in the back door and close the door so John Wash can't get back there. John Wash just grabs the door and just pushes. She flies into the couch. He rocking her again. I said, Jesus Christ. So everybody got their ass beat. He apologized for beating me. But John Wash didn't play, man. He ran the house. He didn't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? It's like sometimes now you hate when you get your ass beaten. You ain't even got shit to do with it. This mother come to the house, beat up grown-ups. What the fuck, man? I mean, that's the house I was raised in. Like, people, yo, you get what you get when you do something. Sometimes there's casualties of war. I was a casualty, baby. You know what I mean? Luckily, I only got hit once, because when that motherfucker hits you, man, that shit is a life-changing experience. For real. So that's that story. This story right here, we're going to call Super Black. When I was in Buffalo, New York, right? I had a hard time adjusting. I was in Buffalo, New York for about a month. So I'm there 2 weeks. I'm like, I'm stuck in the house. I don't know nobody. I want to meet somebody. I get on the dating app. It's a local dating app, right? So I get on this dating app. I meet this girl. She black chick. She's supposed to be pro-black or something, I guess, because I'm looking at her channel and she got all this African shit, the Egypt stuff and all that. I'm like, okay, that's your thing, that's your thing. I said, maybe she's proud of the heritage or something. I go and meet this chick, right? Now, Buffalo, when I was there in Buffalo, New York, it kind of reminded me of Pittsburgh. Like, you know, it's just hardworking people. You know, everybody's in the same rat race. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I respected that. So she was like, yo, you knew? Yo, I'm gonna come get you. So I'm like, where we going though? Because I don't know you. So she's like, come get me, go stop at the place up here, whatever, go get something. I'll show you some of the food and stuff. We be talking about food stuff. You know, I like to eat. She comes, picks me up, and she goes and takes me to this hamburger place. Go eat hamburgers. We sitting there. I'm looking at this chick. She got the afro with the big earrings and shit, like she's from the 70s. And I'm like, that might be a style. She got black lipstick on her lips. You know what I'm saying? And she got the, you know, when a girl dresses up, fashion-wise, they can dress like they from different eras. And like, you know, women that compliment, oh, that's cute, or this and that. A guy can't do that. You know what I'm saying? So like with her dressing like that, I didn't think nothing of it. Everything I did, she was mad at. Every time she talked, it was black and white. Every time. I'm like, man, you know, I'm like, that light's staying yellow for a reason. Yeah, the people that be watching the lights, you know, if you black and you pull up through the thing, they be like, you know, they make you wait longer and stuff so the police can look at you from the camera from the thing and shit. Just some crazy shit, always some stupid stuff. And I'm like, now granted, guys, I'm 10 years older than this chick. What's up, blessings? I'm 10 years older than this chick. So I'm listening to her now. I said, where you from? I'm from here, born and raised. I said, you never lived nowhere else? She like, nah, why? So I'm like, in my head, I'm like, you have never experienced other places where people don't act like they act from your city. You ain't never been nowhere. So I don't say this to her, but I'm just hearing her out. Everything out of her mouth is a conspiracy to kill black people or just anything. And I'm like, yo, this is too much. So I'm saying to her, I'm like, yo, what books you read? And she was reluctant to tell me the books she read because I'm like, yo, you very in. So I said, you know what? I see this is not going to work. And all this happened in one day. I'm like, I see this ain't going to work. So next thing you know, I'm like, let me just test her and see what the basis of her acting crazy like this is from. She won't tell me the book she read. So I got to find out another way, the method of this madness and why she's dressed like a Black Pantherette. We walking and talking. We get done eating the hamburgers. We walking and talking, right? So I open the door for everybody. You know what I mean? It's just me. Like I went to the post office. If I see a woman or I see a guy, you know, it's just courtesy. I open the door for you and hold the door and wait for you to come. You know what I'm saying? A man, you know, I ain't going to let him walk by. I'll hold the door for him. A woman, I'll let him walk by. Lady comes out the damn the thing, right? The burger place before we get on the sidewalk. So she's coming and I see my shoe got to get tied. So I pull the back of my shoe up first. And then I go to tie it, like standing up, and I see her. I said, oh, I'm sorry. And I opens the door. When I open the door, she was a white lady. When I open the door, the lady walks out. Thank you very much, right? She comes running up. I don't see her. So I go to tie my shoe, it ain't working. So I put my foot down and I just walk out the door. I don't see her running up. I go outside, this all you hear. Oh, hell no. That's how you do? You open the door for the white woman? When the Black queen come, you don't show proper respect? I knew you was trash. I knew you was a piece of shit. I said, what the fuck is you talking about? You saw me back there walking. You open the door for the white woman. You ain't open the door for the queen. I said, what queen is you talking about? I'm fucking with her though. I didn't see her. She just want to start some stuff. She one of them people that try to like guilt you and shame you with your own blackness to make you do what she want to say. I was like, okay, I see what this is. Now I don't say nothing because I'm like, after the day, I'm not going to see her again. I don't want to be with her. I'm just going to, it's better. This right here is more entertainment than sitting in the house. So we get in the car. She like, you know, you young and firm, you'll learn. What the fuck does that mean? I'm 10 years older than her. I teach you, you young in the mind. She don't know that I've studied a lot of stuff that I don't speak about. You understand what I'm saying? Don't play that game with me. I've been around, you haven't. You know what I'm saying? I've been around all types of people. Nobody cares about nothing. They don't. Y'all ever see Bronx Tale when Sonny was with the talking to the Italian boss and he was like, yeah, you know, she's a Black chick and I don't want anybody to give me stripe. And he said, hey, man, nobody cares. When you go in the room, when the lights is off and it's you and her, nobody cares. Nobody cares. So check it out. This is her. We get in the car now. She checking me like my mind ain't right. See, you ain't mature enough to handle a woman like me. I'm a strong Black woman. I'm a queen. I'm this. She just going off. And I'm just sitting there like, and like every fiber of my larynx is trying to not explode on this chick. She sounds stupid. So we driving, right? I said, you don't even know what racism is. I do too. This is what she did. We driving. Racism. She pointed to Hershey's. You know the Hershey chocolate bar? Like. Remember back in the day, they had the mascot, because I've been to Hershey Park before in Hershey, Pennsylvania. They had mascots where it was a chocolate bar, and then it was the Reese's peanut butter cup. They had like the brown face. It was like a peanut butter cup in the orange suit, and they had the white gloves. She pointed to that. It was on a poster. She was like, racist. Racist. She's driving, and she points at this wig store, right? And it was a wig store, and you know how like back in the day, used to have the wig posters, and the sun would bleach them. So the white people on the wig poster would start to look black because the paper would tarnish. It was a white woman. You could look. She was like, racist. Look at him. They making her look like a white woman. It was a white woman for real. I just looked like, shit. I said, this motherfucker is Malcolm X. Wait. She said racist. We driving. This her. You know how like they had the yellow sign and then the black stick person on it, like when it's a bike trail, because we was going to the park at this time. You know, they say bike trail, they'd be like the stick man on the bike. Racist. Look at it. Tell me that ain't racist. I said, what the fuck? It's a sign with a stick figure on it. See, you don't understand the science. You gotta do, she kept saying, you gotta do science behind this. See, You ain't woke. You ain't got your third eye open. I'm gonna break it down. You see the circle stands for 360 degrees of knowledge. He bald-headed. He ain't got no hair. Your hair is the antenna that powers you from the sun. You're riding on the bike. The bike is the solar power. You're pedaling. It's the excuse. But she say it's the energy that when you pedal, it creates what? It creates energy. She talking, moving her hands like she Farrakhan and shit. She breaking out. I'm looking like, the whole time I know this BS. I'm like, where is this going? I'm looking at it like, this is how I know. You pedal a bike. As you pedal a bike, because you ain't got the antenna, that means you putting all that extra work in. You going somewhere, but you're going nowhere at the same time. You're exhausting yourself, working yourself to the bone. Slavery. The only person that profits is the white man. That's why he cuts your hair off and all of the energy from your antenna. It stops you from being the strongest and being who you want to be. I said, Jesus fucking Christ. I couldn't take it. Where the fuck did you get this from? And I'm like, oh, for real? Now I'm playing her. And I'm like, you know what? I heard that somewhere before. So I'm good with doing people like that. I'll play dumb to catch the stupid. You know what? I heard that shit before. You know, I turned the hat to the side like, what? You know, back in the day, back in the day, you'll do something crazy when they talking to you that be like your mind is blown. Like, yeah, when you cut the head, you're like, word. Now, get the fuck out of here. But anyway, yeah, she was doing some crazy stuff like that. So this is the last straw. We in a park, and I noticed up there they had brown squirrels. I've never seen a brown squirrel. I see them out here in Houston sometimes, but I've never seen a brown squirrel in my life. Squirrels are gray or silver where I come from in Jersey. I'm like, that's a brown squirrel. Look at that shit. This was the last straw, y'all. Yeah, it was a lot of them. But the city came in. They was racist. They killed them. Yo, I was done. I'm like, yo. So anyway, we get in the car and I told her, I said, hey, listen. I said, I'm going a different direction in my life. And I said, I mean, you doing what you're doing is cool. I said, but no offense. I said, you like more than black. Like you super black. I'm like, you black. You too black for me. You know what I'm saying? And I said, man, I don't know what to do. I said, I can't handle the black queen. I said, it don't make me a bad guy. She called me all kind of sellouts and Uncle Toms and all kind of shit. I couldn't believe it. You was Uncle Tom anyway. I said, what the fuck is you talking about? You only know me 2 minutes. You ain't seen me in no type of situation of you the one creating all these problems for yourself. Yeah, now watch this. I goes and looks at her profile about 2 weeks later. Her boyfriend that she met on social media was a white dude. Get the fuck out of here. Like, come on, man. What the fuck was you doing all that for? And you wasn't hooked up with a white dude anyway. You look stupid. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Okay. That was super black. Y'all want a Juggernaut story? I got 6 more stories. Y'all want a Juggernaut story? Y'all ready for? I'll skip around in order. Y'all want a Juggernaut story right now? Chris Ford always calling somebody an alien. Okay. I'm gonna give y'all a Juggernaut story. The name of this story we're gonna call, Give Me That. Give Me That. I dated this girl. And she was pretty. I mean, I always say that. You date somebody, they pretty to you anyway. She was pretty to me, shit. I'm dating this girl, and she was a thickum. You know how Stevie Boy is. They got the bubble. My ass is damn sure in trouble. She had a little bit of weight on her. She was shapely. You know what I mean? She was built for battle. Everything was cool. Hit it off. She had the Juggernaut trait. I never saw it, y'all. And that's the thing. I think nowadays the Juggernaut trait is in women. A lot of women got the Juggernaut trait, and you don't even know until like something happens. Either they trip over a rock, they hit their head the wrong way, they wake up in the wrong side of the bed, and like the DNA shift and then the juggernaut come out. And once it's out, it stay out. So like if you run into the juggernaut as a man, you got to get out early when you see the signs, because it don't throw up flags with the juggernaut. It'd be a pirate flag and it just come out of nowhere. And when you see it, it's already too late. You know what I'm saying? So going to the movies got a routine. Going to the movies, I see her, you know, every day. I start this new job. Now I start this new job. I work at night. She worked during the day. I'm working at this warehouse thing, pulling orders for restaurants. I work in a deep freezer a lot, right? When you work in cold and it's the summertime, the warehouse is hot, and then you go through these like plastic things, it be cold, you get sick a lot. Like, you know, catch colds and stuff. And you be tired because it's taxing on your body going through climate changes that fast every night for 12 hours. So about 2 weeks into it, I start getting sick a lot, like getting colds and sleeping a lot. She calling. I'm getting on the phone, then I'm getting off the phone because I'm tired all the time. You know, I come home in the morning, she's at work. I stay up till about 3, 4 in the afternoon. You know what I'm saying? To try to act like I got somewhat of a day. I might lay down for 2 or 3 hours and then go to work. You know, I was still young at this time. Well, most of the time I would come home and just lay down. She'd be trying to call me. I'd be asleep. By the time she get off, I'm on my way to work. I got like an hour to talk to her on the phone, if anything. I'm not thinking of it. She working, I'm working. I'll see you. So she's on the phone. I don't never get to see you. I don't never get this. Baby. I'm not thinking nothing of it, right? All of a sudden, check it out. It's Christmas time. She buys me all these clothes, right? Now, me, I'm funny. It's hard for me to accept stuff from people. Like if I'm in a relationship and I'm not really sure about you, it's hard for me to accept expensive stuff from you. Like she bought me a pair of Jordans, a leather jacket, and it was like a shirt she brought me, right? So I really liked the stuff, so I wanted it. You know what I'm saying? Now I got her a couple of things. No problem. Christmas time passes. It's the middle of January. I don't hear from her no more. For like a week, I'm not thinking nothing of it. I'm calling her. I'm not taking it serious. You know what I mean? I'm working. I like her. She likes me. I'm not thinking nothing of it. Somebody tells me, yo, man, your girl over here with some dude. I goes over to where they say she was at. I see her. I make sure she sees me. She sees me, looks crazy for a second, and then goes back to him like, okay, she's waiting for me to come over. She says something to him. The guy looks over his shoulder, looks at me again, and then starts talking to her. I ain't going to act the fool. I leave. I don't think nothing of it. You know what I mean? It's over. She never called me back or nothing. Summertime come. Now, I ain't never worn none of her stuff. I got it in the closet. I meet a chick. I'm not even thinking. I ain't heard from her. She ain't heard from me. We go to Great Adventure. They got Great Adventures out there in Jersey, Six Flags. We go to Great Adventure. I'm at Great Adventure. It's me and this chick. She just came to New Jersey. So I'm trying to show her a good time. I got her with me. We laughing, joking. I'm taking her to the amusement park. We throwing stuff. I'm winning stuff for her. I got my arm around her. She's pretty. I really like her. You know what I'm saying? Everything good. We over at that park. We got there probably like 10 o'clock in the morning. Around 4 o'clock, we walking on our way back out the park from the whole inside of the park. So we walking all the way back, right? We get almost to the front where they got all this food, these food vending, you know, the cotton candy and all this type of shit. All I hear is, oh, hell no. Right? They have the bathroom where like you go to the bathroom, it's the building, and then it's like guys and girls, like, you know, you go off in them things and you come back out and you wait for it. So I go to the bathroom, she go to the bathroom. When I come back out, I'm standing there, I'm there before her. All I hear is, oh, hell no, fuck that, fuck that. I'm looking, I see her. She got 2 dudes with her. I'm not thinking nothing of it. So when she says this, I'm like, hell no, what? Like, what? I don't think she's talking to me. I'm thinking she's like, oh, hell no. I can't believe I saw you. What's up? She got 2 guys with her. So I'm not thinking nothing of it. I mean, they must be just somebody she know or like friends of hers or whatever. She come up to me. She like, who you out here with? I said, why? Why you ask me that? She had these two dudes, and they was big dudes. She had these two dudes with her. She totally flipped the script on me. She was like, cause I said so. She got her hand like a dude. Who you with? As the girl come out, she like, hi, who is this? Like the girl's friendly. She like, what? Who you be? Oh my God. I don't even mess with this chick no more. I'm like, yo, chill. What's wrong with you? So when I tell her, I put my hand in front of her, because my girl right here, I'm like, yo, chill. The dudes, chill. They push my hand down. They trying to make them go at it. Now I'm like, nah, hell no. You know, now it's starting to heat up. People starting to look. You got this girl out here. The clothes I brought you, you have them on. When she said that, I look like a scrub. You got the clothes on. I said, you gave me this shit for Christmas. I said, we ain't even together. Did I ever say we broke up? Now she doing that bullshit where they go back and forth and be gaslighting you and lying and shit. I ain't never said we broke up. I said, who these niggas here? I'm sorry. I started getting back. I said, who these dudes here? You guys, I said, what's up with them? These my cousins. And I started looking, they do look like her. I said, oh shit. They looking mean. They ready to tear my ass up. I said, what? I said, listen, I'm leaving. Now people are looking, and I hear some saying it's called the security. You know what I mean? This is before people really acted a fool in parks and stuff. So they're gonna try to clear this up. So I'm trying to just stall time and wait for security to come. My girl just standing there like she keep getting behind me, and that's egging the juggernaut on. You know what I'm saying? Cause she like, no. Like she know the girl's scared, so she really acting up and like trying to get at her. And like every time I grab her, they grabbing me. And like I'm trying to get it to where, you know, when tension between stuff happen, where people start grabbing and they start getting stronger, and then somebody make a sudden move, then it's all bedlam. I'm trying to avoid that. So I'm like, yo, chill, right? This her. You know what? Keep the beat. Give me all my shit. I said, oh, yo, what? Give me my shirt and my shoes right now. Run that. When she said run that, give me that. That's like what they say, like when like they punk you and when they robbing you, like when they have a gun, they pull it out like run that, run all of that. It was black people in the crowd looking. I'm hot. Okay. Do I get my ass beat and hope security comes? Because I'm like, fuck you and your boys. Do I get my ass beat, lose the girl, or do I just give her what she wants and hopefully she'll go away and I'll look stupid? You know what I chose? I took the shit off. I left out the park. I ain't had no shirt on and I came out with socks. The whole time I was leaving, she was behind me talking shit. Fuck with me. Yeah. Walk out. Dirty ass socks. Look at your dirty ass socks. I didn't know what to say. My socks was clean because my Jordans was clean. I kept turning around. The girl was like, don't say nothing to her. Just keep walking. I was like, my socks were only dirty because we're walking in the grass. Like, I couldn't let her get off with that dirty sock joke. So people are just looking, but people ain't paying attention. I gets in the car and I got to drive like 60 miles in my socks. I was mad. But I wasn't with you. Time passed. You seen me. I was happy. You just wanted to come over there and show off in front of your cousins and prove it, you know what I mean? And that's the thing. The stories I tell are funny, but I mean, it's a lot of times a man is not going to hit no woman. And a lot of women know that. So they get in men's faces and be doing stuff and like degrading them. And like, we got to take it. I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? I was a victim of that multiple times. But I'm like, yo, in my head, I can easily rock this chick. 2 hits and it's over. But I mean, she got backup, some Diesel, Caesar, Planet of the Apes looking dudes behind her. She talking crazy. What am I going to beat down for? I mean, it's going. I'm gonna look stupid. What if they knocked me out and took my shoes? I'd have really looked dumb if somebody got it on camera. Oh my God. But anyway, that was that story, man. After that, I never seen her no more. But I mean, What can you do in situations like that? You got people like, and she act. The thing that was making me mad when she was acting like a dude. That's the part where when a woman, ladies, when you go in a guy's face and you attack him or something, I'm gonna give y'all some advice. Let me drink my Mountain Dew on this. Still be feminine. If you're feminine and you come in a man from a feminine level, he has no reason but to let you slide because you look like a woman. If you coming up in a man's face and you got your fingernail all in his face and you pushing his face and you smacking his face and you acting like a dude, you grabbing your pants and cocking down like you going to fight and you putting your hands up, you putting him in a position. Respect and pride mean a lot to men. Sometimes they'll mess around and forget who you are and like their hands might just let go. It's the masculinity in the mirror. Boom, boom, I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? Shouldn't put your hands on nobody. You know what I'm saying? But Jesus Christ, yeah, that was an embarrassing thing. You want another Juggernaut story or you want to wait till later? You want me to skip it and go to another story? Y'all want the Juggernaut story now or you want another story? Real quick. You need supervision. Your date seriously need chaperone. She wasn't my date at the time, no. You know what I mean? Kay, she wasn't even my date. So it's like we had broke up. Like, I mean, say you dating somebody and then all of a sudden, y'all just stop talking. You call her, she block your call, or you understand what I'm saying? People let you know they don't want to mess with you. So, I mean, what do you want me to do? I went on with my life. I mean, damn, from December all the way to July, that's like what, 7 months, 6 months and not hearing from somebody, shit is over. Now, look, would you say I was wearing a shit, Susie Q? No, I was wearing a gift she gave me. If that's the case, how many times guys give girls engagement rings and they keep it after the engagement is over? Normally, you're supposed to give it back to him because you telling him he ain't the one for you. But y'all keep that ring though. So we gonna call it out. Let's be real. You know what I'm saying? So check it out. So that's that story, right? This next story, I'm gonna tell this story next. I'm just gonna go back to another Juggernaut story. This next story right here, we're gonna call hostage. This happened. Shit, when did this happen? Right before I went to prison. I was 27. I think it was 27. I got my son in the car. In fact, I had got out of prison because my son was 2. He was 3. I go pick my son up. I got my cousin in the car with me, who's a couple of years younger than me. We're driving down this certain boulevard in Camden, right? And they must have did a house raid. So the ATF agents is running up and down the street. We caught at a light. They chasing some dude. We don't even know that they're chasing this guy. So we see these police cars zoom by the intersection. We the first car at the intersection, and we see them stop. Skid, right? We see the cops get out and run, but it's a New Jersey Transit bus next to us, so we can't see what they're running on the sidewalk to. And it's a cop car behind us, and you know, there are a couple cars back, and you see the cops running down the street chasing something. We sitting there. I got my little boy. I'll never forget. I got my little boy in the back in his car seat. I got a 4-door sedan. I'm sitting there with my cousin. This dude come around the corner with a hoodie on, a mask and everything, and start pulling on the back door where my child is at trying to get in the car. I look, and when he does it, my son was in the back earlier and he was touching the door thing, and I was like, stop. My cousin can unlock the door from his side. My cousin thought it was my son. So when he did the door like that, I didn't look back there because I knew the doors was locked. My cousin don't know how to work the thing. He hits the button, the door unlocked. The dude gets in the back seat and dives over my son on the car seat. Drive, dude, drive. We looked around. He like, drive. The police come around and grab him out the car. My son is in the middle, screaming, all kind of shit. I'm like, yo, I turns around the car and drive the car, start moving. I got to put the car and drive. My son screaming for me. They grabbing the guy. They hitting on the guy, fighting the guy. My son there, luckily he not getting. I'm like, yo, my baby, my baby. My son screaming. I jumps out the car. I jumps on the other side. The guy You remember back in the day when you used to have the cars in the 80s and early 90s, the back seat used to have that strap where you could pull on it, the back seat to get out the car. He holding on to that and pulling my seat back. I jumps out the car on this side. Cop is coming to try to come on this side, but they far back. I opens the door. 2 cops are pulling on him. My son is screaming as like he's getting killed. I panics. I opens the back door and I punched the shit out this dude. He lets go. Leaves out the car. They grab him. I don't even wait around. Left the doors open, everything. My son crying. I see he in a seatbelt. Troy, I said his name. My cousin closes the door. I close the back door. We jump in the car. We just take off when the light turned green. All this happened in like 10, 15 seconds, right? It's a good thing he didn't get in the car and really get in the car. Because when we got to the house and I went to get my son out, I happened to look down. He had a 9mm. It was chrome plated with a pearl handle. It was on the ground. I think that's why he ran, because the gun was there. So I was like, damn, he had a gun on it. And he had one in the chamber and the whole clip was full. And I'm like, yo, I was lucky. What if my kid had seen that? You see what I'm saying? That's why I do these stories on kids getting killed and all this kind of crazy shit. People will run and do crazy stuff and then make you be a part of it. This guy jumped in the car that he didn't know to run away from the police when he shouldn't have been doing no dumb shit anyway. They had come to find out they raided a house and he jumped out the back window and they chased him all up and down the damn street. And he just figured he'd jump in our car because we was like his age. And he thought we was just going to drive off with this random black dude in the back. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're going to ride for the homies and just put ourselves in the shit too. Motherfucker's stupid. That's why I do these videos. And I'll be like, yo, people are stupid. They'll make you a part of that dumb shit just because you look like them. Fuck off. You jump across my kid. You scare my child, bro. So anyway, luckily I escaped. That's that video. But like, you know, I wound up turning the gun in. You know, I wasn't going to touch it. You know what I mean? I just got out of jail. I don't want that shit around me. Hell no. So I called the cops and was like, yo, this is here. This happened over here. I don't know who shit this is. I don't know the guy. Left in the car, my child here. I ain't never heard nothing else from it. They came and got the gun. That was it. So that was that. Okay. Y'all ready for the next juggernaut story? Okay. This one right here, we're going to call an accident. This happened out here. I'm coming from Galveston on a Sunday afternoon, right? Galveston is the Gulf of Mexico. It's an island. It's kind of like Atlantic City, where you got to catch a bridge to go over it. So we coming back. It's me, and it might have just been me. I can't remember. I think it was just me. I was coming back, and I had my work. Yeah, in fact, it was me, because I used to take my kids, but I think it was me by myself. I'm coming back from Galveston. I'm in my work truck. I got one of them small zip vans, them little, you know, smaller vans, little tiny ones. I just get it. I had it probably like 4 months. So I'm still enjoying the newness. I'm driving. I got the van, got all my tools in it. They're all neat. I'm happy as hell. Yeah, look at me. I'm a working man. You know, the dumb shit. I'm on the highway. 4 cars pass me. They all blasting music. They swerving in the highway. They doing all of this goofy shit. They got, one of them is a convertible. They got rims on them. They got girls dancing. They shaking their asses. They holding on the back seat, shaking their asses. I'm driving. It's nothing. This goes on for miles. No cops in sight, no nothing. Get close to Houston, close to the city limits of Houston, where you can see the city and we're turning off the exit and coming in. Construction hits. As construction comes up, the 4 lanes go to 2, everybody slowed down. These dudes are so ignorant that we're going almost at like a snail's pace. They got the music blasted. All obscene music, crazy talk, all kind of stuff, right? The girls jumping out the car, they shaking their ass in the fucking street. at passengers. They going up the windows and shaking their ass. And I'm like, damn, you don't know if that's his wife. You don't know. I'm like, yo, these motherfuckers, they was young kids. I'm like, these motherfuckers crazy. Traffic start picking up. They jump back in the car, moving. Ain't no cops in sight. Remember this. 3 of the cars take off. 1 car with the 2 twerking chicks in it. And another car is following that. 2 cars break off. They get to the next exit and 1 car break off. Now it's 1 car left. I don't know who's in this car because this car was a hardtop. So we driving. You don't hear no music no more. We coming into the city limits. We passing Reliance Stadium and everything, right? We get down there almost near Bellaire. I'm driving in the lane, just driving. Motherfuckers not paying attention and come across and sideswipe me. They hit the front of my car, right? Before I could hit the horn, I looked up and they was like just coming over. Knocked the whole part of my bumper off, like pulled my bumper. The bumper fell on the ground, right? I could hear it scraping. I see the girls like, oh shit. They take off. As I go to turn the wheel back, my bumper falls off. I drives over the bumper. I'm hot. I'm like, ah! They take off. Fuck that bumper. Now I'm stupid. Hell no, hell no. I got my hat on. I'm like, hell no. I call the cops. I'm like, yo, these motherfuckers hit me. I'm like, they hit me. They ran off. The lady's like, sir, do you have insurance? I'm like, yeah. Motherfuckers just hit me and drove away. That's because 911 operators out here don't give a fuck. They like, that's because they probably don't have insurance, sir. When she said that, the way she said it, I pictured her face like this. You know, they had that thing on their mouth. That's because they don't have insurance, sir. I was thinking of her doing it like that. I was like, I don't give a fuck. I started blacking. I don't give a fuck if they got insurance. I'm getting mine. You're gonna hit my shit. Sir, don't follow them. Sir, I call you the fuck back. I'm gonna talk to somebody else. I'm driving. I got a little 4-cylinder truck. This is an 8-cylinder car. And it's one of them old Oldsmobiles. You know, they be hooking them up with the donk tires and shit. So the shit loud. I can't catch it. It's going in and out of traffic. I got this little stupid ass truck. I start cussing at the truck because the truck won't go fast. I'm like, yo, I paid $26,000 for your ass. You can't even go up the damn hill. They escapes. I slows down. 10 minutes pass. I'm like, I'm gonna get off and get me a Mountain Dew. I gets off the thing, right? Who's at the gas station? The car. Fuck that. I pulls up and I parks my car backwards because I didn't have writing on my truck yet. So I pulls in backwards and I'm looking in the mirror and I'm waiting for them to come out. When they come out, it's 3 chicks. The one driving had the Jiffy Pop on. That's all I needed to see. Fuck that. Oh, hell no. She hit me. I jumps out the car, right? I jumps out the car. Fuck that. I start walking over there. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that. I goes over there. I said, yo, let me get your insurance and stuff like that. She was like, she looked me up and down and they all bust out laughing. Like, what? You know, they do that. Psst, psst, if you don't get out my face, I said, you hit my car. Or you don't remember that on the highway? She like, get out my face right now. She had the long nails and everything. She started doing the hand shit in my face. I ain't backing down. Fuck that. I said, what? Little girl, you better get your fucking hand on my face. I'm talking. I'm just talking it. But I'm hot though. I'm really angry. This her. She had a brown Jiffy Pop on. It was like a satin color. And I don't know what the fuck she had under there. I don't know if she was making caramel corn or what. Movie theater butter or kettle corn. She had a lot of hair in there. I don't know if she had drip. That shit was big as hell. It was like this. She was talking. She was like, dude. She started like getting like crazy. I said, what? I said, well, the police coming right now. She was like, well, fuck it, I'm out. I said, nah, you ain't going nowhere. I can't touch her. Remember, I can't touch her. So all I can do is talk shit. The other girls come around the corner. Now they catty. Two of them had the bubble. So you know what that means. I was in trouble, but not that kind of trouble. Here comes some simps. Yo, what's going on over here? What he messing with? What the old dude messing with you for? Trying to be a hero. I'm like this. You know what? All right. Ain't nothing. Because, you know, they getting riled up. You know, it be suckers that do that. A girl look good or got something they want. They try to play hero thinking they going to get something. That's how you get killed. I'm like, you know what? All right, cool. I'm walking right to the car. I'm like, I feel stupid as hell. I can't let this ride. Fuck that. I said, 911 won't help me. I'm doing something. I gets in the car, right? They go to back the car up and the car just stalls. And I see him standing there and I'm like, the car won't start. So I called the cops again. They trying to get the car started. I can see the lights like flickering. I don't know if the battery's dead or not. I see her getting out the car, talking on the phone. She's screaming up and down and saying something, right? I'm sitting there. I'm waiting for the cops. I call the cops. I'm like, yo, somebody hit me. We parked in the parking lot. Y'all need to get over here before they leave. They're like, oh, we on our way. 5 minutes pass. 10 minutes pass. I don't hear no cops. I don't see nobody. Dude come up, walk in the store. They say something to him. He come back. He texts some girl in the car. He got a white girl with him. White girl come up with jumper cables. Now, when I see him coming up with jumper cables, she walking over here by where my car is. I got my car running. And she's standing between the gas pump because one of the dudes kept trying to holler at her. This is the one with the jiffy pop and the smart ass mouth. So what I did was I was standing there and she like doing like this. And she's so stupid and ignorant. She forget that the van she's next to is mine. So she was walking right up on the side. I had the car and drive already. Soon as she walked by me, I beat the horn so she could turn her head. As soon as she turned her head, I grabbed the jiffy pop and gassed it. Ripped the jiffy pop off her head and everything. She fell on the ground. Her damn sandals flew and shit. I'm like, yeah. I drive off. Yeah, bitch. And I drive the fuck off, right? I ripped out one of her pieces of weed for shit. It was still in the jiffy pop. She had like braids. I'm like, oh, I felt bad. Like, shit. I know that shit hurt. But I'm like, fuck that. She fucked my car up. Insurance did pay for my shit, but I ain't had a car for like 3 weeks. Well, fuck that. I had to get mine. You know what I mean? Talking trash to me, smart ass mouth. First of all, you shook your ass and all that shit on the highway. Like you ain't give a fuck about nobody. They hit my car and shit. You know what I mean? Then you moving your head with the jiffy pop on, like fuck doing that shit in my face. I gotta get mine. I can't hit her. I had to do something. She didn't even have insurance. What do you want me to do? So that was the juggernaut story. But like, I mean, there are people out here, man, that don't give a damn about you or nothing. They run around here and act like kids and think nothing gonna happen to them. Sometimes you gotta take the law in your own hands and you got to get yours. Now, I'm not saying hurt nobody or rip hair out their head like I did. I didn't know. I just wanted the jiffy pop to embarrass her so like her hair would come out. I guess she was hiding. It is what it is, y'all. Susie Q, if you don't leave me alone with my head in this hat, it's hot in here. Damn. All right. That was called the accident. We did that. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, I'm gonna tell one more story because we coming up on one thing, and I'm gonna talk to y'all for a little bit. I'll say these other stories for next week because it's hot in here. This story right here, y'all gonna like. I was gonna say this for the last one, so I'll tell y'all this right now. I have had some crazy clients in my life, and I'm gonna tell you something. A lot of clients that have money are very strange. And I'm dead serious. They're very strange. And this lady right here was one of the strangest clients I've ever had. I had this lady for about a month. She wound up moving back. This lady here was an artist. I was introduced to her through one of my clients' wife that taught an art class. And she was in the art class. The lady befriended her and she came to the house to pick up some paint supplies and saw one of my fish tanks and was like, that's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. I want one. Can you give me the number to the guy? No problem. Lady gives me the lady's number, speak to the lady on the phone. Everything's good, right? Think it's a normal routine. I go over there, I take measurements, I tell her what I can do. I can cut the wall, I can get a contractor to do this, I can run the pipes through the floor. When you flush the toilet, to do a water change, whatever you want, right? She's blown away. But she got this look in her eye. Like, I don't know if you ever seen people that have piercing eyes. Like, you could tell a lot about somebody that when they stare at you, they look through you, but it's almost like a lustful look. And they just be like looking weird. So sometimes when you're talking and you look people in the eye, they throw you off sometimes when you're talking to them. So check it out. I see them jokes y'all cracking over here. I'm choosing to ignore them. You know what I'm saying? I go over her house, and the way her house is, when I went over there, everything is covered in like painter's blankets. And it's paint like marks, like, you know, when people flick paint and stuff like that. Every wall, she has like a big canvas where she's doing this paint, and it's plastic all over. Nothing is out. Even the food, the refrigerator, everything. I'm like, how do you live here? It smells like clay, that pottery shit. It smells like an art store. And I'm like, you know, sitting there, and she got this lab coat she always wears. So the first 2 times I go over there, she's painting, and I'm going to check on the contractor. First, she wanted the wall cut, and then when they brought the tools, she was like, no, don't cut the wall. So now they making her a tank in the stand. Me and my cousin, he was down here visiting, we deliver this tank. We take the tank in there, everything's good, everything's normal, the lady's normal. This is when all hell break loose. I come over there and I do the first service. I drop the fish off, everything else. Part of the house ain't in plastic no more. She's like, oh, I just sold the painting over there, $5,000 at a benefit. And she's talking. And this lady's older. Like, and when I say older, she's like probably in her late 50s, you know. And she just has this look all the time. She's always interested in me. She smiles like children of the corn. Her teeth are always fucking out like this. And she's just got this fucking look on her face. And when you talk, her mouth don't move. And she's like, how are you? And I'm like, Jesus the fuck Christ. You know what I'm saying? It's offsetting. And like, I have to look away from the conversation with her. It was weird. So now, all of a sudden, I go over there to do the service. I done dropped the fish off and everything, and she keeps hugging on me. I'm not thinking nothing of it. Next time I come over there, I ring the doorbell, come in. I say, hey, oh, almost said her name. Hey, Miss Such and Such, I'm here for the tank. Oh, well, you know where it is. Go ahead. So I hear the splashing of the paint, the movement. She's talking to somebody on speakerphone on the phone and all this other stuff. I clean the tank. I'm waiting for the water to fill up. So I'm filling the tank. So I just sit on the ladder. That's the hardest part of doing the fish tank, not falling asleep when you fill in the fucking tank. If it takes the longest. So we just sitting there. And I'm on my phone. She come out the room, butt ass naked. Right? She come out the room. Now, remember, this lady is up there. Like she's old. She come out the room, butt ass naked. She got on you know, you take a piece of bed sheet or like a piece of sheet and you just make it like, you know, women used to wear the headscarves back in the day where like it was like this and shit. You know what I'm saying? She came out with it like that on her head. And she's naked. She got the phone. They talking. She come out. She like, She see me. She butt ass naked. I said, like, you know, I don't know what to do. I mean, I'm not going to stare. I'm like, oh, shit. She get off the phone. I'm still filling the tank up. She comes back. Woo! You weren't expecting that, were you? You weren't expecting that, were you? I came out in my birthday suit. It's my birthday. I said, your birthday? Yeah. I mean, I'm a practicing nudist. I'm trying to get back into the form. And she's standing there with her titties out. Her butt. Never mind. It just was, it wasn't good. It didn't get me hyped. She's talking to me and she's talking like it's nothing. She got paint all on her body and stuff. And she's talking to me. And she's like, yeah, I've been naked for the past 2 days. Ah, what the fuck, man? What? So next thing you know, right? Every time I come over there, she naked. And she'll say, hey, you got anybody with you? I said, no, it's me. So she be just walking around the house. And all this happened in a month. Like, this is like 4 visits. So the 4th visit, I come over there and she's like, I sold this loft. I'm gonna rent the loft out. The guy's coming today to give me the deposit. We spoke over the phone. I sent them pictures because she was real weird. She never let people in her house. So I'm like, okay, he should be here in a couple of seconds. He's going to sign the lease and everything. And I mean, we'll be done. She said, I'll have you here and you'll meet him. She's butt-ass naked standing there. Butt-ass naked standing there. And we talking and everything like that. And all of a sudden, yo, the guy knocks on the door. And he's an Asian guy. I think he was Chinese, right? And the guy came in there. First, he called and she was like, hello, how far are you? I heard the guy's accent. He was like, I don't mean to sound funny, but he's like, I'm closer. I said, this is gonna be good. She said, Steve, get the door. I said, no, you can go get the door because I don't want to be a part of this shit. This her. Just go get the door. I opens the door. As I'm walking, I'm like, this is going to be bad. I said, a black man's opening the door for a Chinese man who's an investor in this place. And it's a naked old white lady upstairs. You can't make the shit up. What the fuck are you going to think? I open the door, come upstairs. I'm behind him because he walks in and he's like, Mr. Such and Such. She comes. She's like, yeah, I'm up here. I'm painting. I go back to the tank. She in the room. So he's standing there. He's talking to me. She's like, no, I'm in here. Come on. Come on. You go in the room. He goes in the room. I can't see what's going on in the room, but he goes in the room and I know that she got this thing, like, you know, fold out things where you can change clothes and they got the clothes up there like the women have. They fold out, they like boards, they Asian looking thing. All I hear is the guy's talking to her and she's like, yeah. I guess she was behind the thing. She's talking to him. And I'm not thinking about nothing. And the guy's talking to her. And he's like, I cannot hear you. I cannot hear you. And he kept doing like this because I can see the mirror. He's like, I can't hear you. I said, and she must have came out naked on him. The dude was like, oi, oi, oh, oi. The guy came out like this. She was like, Mr. Such and Such. He came out the thing and he kept going like this. And he's like, yo, he left downstairs and just left out the door. She's like, please, just wait. I'm gonna practice nude. I'm gonna do this. So the guy's leaving. She's saying all of this stuff. The last thing she said to him when he was leaving, she was like, just give me the check. You don't have to look at me. I have a right to practice my religion. Then she says at the end, wait. I believe in Buddha. When she said that, he closed the door. I'm like, no, she was desperate as hell. Did you know she came back upstairs and got mad at me? Like it was my fault. Like it was my fault. She came upstairs and got mad at me like it was my fault. Why didn't you grab him? Why the fuck am I going to grab him? I wouldn't grab you. You told me to open the door. I said, ma'am, no offense. I said, this will be the last time I come over here. I said, because honestly, you lived as long as you lived for an obvious reason. Like, you know how to conduct yourself. I said, walking around naked around me, I don't care because I don't want you. I said, but, and then she, you don't want me. I said, I don't want you, but you can't be conducting business like that. I said, come on, you got money. You know better than that. I also can practice my hobby and do it. And she says, you know what? Get out. I said, oh, my pleasure. And I grabbed my stuff. As I was walking down the steps, she's going to take some paint out of a can and go and throw the paint all on my back and shit. I was hot. I was ready to fight. I left though. Fuck it. Shit, she paid me for the installation. Wasn't really paying me nothing for the service. I was only with her. When I seen the guy that came in there, I already know he was gonna go get an Asian dude to probably do the tank. I would have lost the account anyway. But I was like, yo, that was strange. How you gonna just have some shit like that? You can't just walk around naked. Like, I think a lot of times, and not all women, some women still think their body look like it is in the 20s, and they be wanting to show that shit off. And if you don't look at them, something's wrong with you. Yeah, all right. Can't do it. Won't do it. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't do it. I mean, ugh. Shit. But yeah, those are the stories. Listen, I'm going to give y'all 10 minutes because I got to get packing, guys. I do. And so what y'all want to talk about before I go? And no, I'm not going to give y'all no hints on what I'm going to be doing when I'm down there as far as the footage. But I'm going to do something really nice and y'all are going to enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? That works for you? Steve, only certain folks see these curves. Stacey Dawson crazy. I love the funny stories. Yeah, but some of them don't be funny, man. They sound funny with me getting mad. When that chick hit my car, man, I was hot. And I was nice. I was like, yo, you hit my car on the highway. I'm like, you know, can I get your insurance? We can rectify this real quick. She was like, you know, that dumb shit with the hand. Oh, that shit set me off. Set me off, boy. Shit. How long will I be gone, Sandra? I'm leaving tomorrow morning and I'll be back Monday afternoon around 2 o'clock. So I'll be loading videos up on Monday. But I'll be loading videos up the whole time I'm down there. Because, I mean, every time I go, I take my equipment with me. And I work every day. I get y'all videos now. What else y'all want to ask me before I leave up out of here? I got 8 minutes left. I'll give y'all 8 more minutes. Yeah, everybody say I'm funny when I get mad, but I mean, I don't think I'll be funny. I'll be mad. Shit. I can't be like, go off in the videos. I'm like, bro, I can't just go off in the videos. I just, you know what I'm saying? Who am I going for in the NFL? I'm an Eagles fan all day. Safe travels. Thank you, Cynthia. Remy Martin, thank you. You said the last story got you, King? Man, I mean, you get people, man, some people you like, man, I don't see how this person keep money. But I got some clients, I had some clients that was just batshit crazy. I might do a live tomorrow night. I don't know. I might do a live. Don't hold me to that. Because I got a couple of stories up here and some more stories that come to my head since I've been talking to y'all. I might do a live tomorrow night. It depends on where I'm at though. Because I mean, when I go to these different places, man, it's like so much I'm doing that I don't, you know, if I don't feel comfortable where I'm at or settled, I can't really perform and talk and be myself. But I mean, I am going to hook you up with some videos tomorrow. Susie Q say maybe Steve is batshit crazy. Ain't nothing wrong with me. I'm perfectly sane. If you met me, you wouldn't believe I was crazy or nothing. I mean, I'm crazy funny, but I mean, I got rational thought. Trust me. Cooking with Miss D. What's up? What state you in, Miss D? Because I'll be in North Carolina. I'll be close enough to smell them ribs you cooking. When tomorrow will you let us know if you are going live? Well, I'll just make a YouTube short and tell you if I'm going live tomorrow or not. I don't think the Eagles are going to win the Super Bowl either. I want to hear jail stories. I bet they funny as hell. Yeah, but a lot of them are gory. I can't tell them on here. I got a couple of jail stories that are funny, but it depends on your sense of humor. You got to remember, it's crazy stuff in jail with all men. So it's like a little bit different. Monty R says she got the Saints. Y'all going to have a long season this year. Who y'all quarterback anyway? Y'all gonna have a long season. Hey man, I'm going to tell you, thank you to everybody that contributed to the Carly. Why I keep saying Carly Russell for the Alicia Watts funeral, man. I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, a lot of people like I was talking to a couple of y'all. I was telling you I can't go down there without nothing. You know, and I don't know what I'm walking into. You know, this is, you got to remember, this is a funeral where an adult was murdered that was loved and respected by the community and everything else. There's going to be all kind of emotions running. But I mean, hey, if any of y'all in North Carolina, hopefully I'll see y'all there. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be taking pictures and stuff out there. It'd be cool if I ran into some subscribers, though. That'd be wild. I'll put that right on the post like, yo, look who I met. See the chat. Yo, look, remember? Ah! All stupid as shit. Nisi Q, you going? You gonna be there, Nisi Q? Don't play Nisi Q. How many people gonna be there? I don't know if it's a big event. There's a lot of people though. Thank you so much, baby girl. I'm as safe as the plane. If the plane get me there and back, I'm good. Nisi Q says she ain't gonna be there. None of y'all from North Carolina in here? Charlotte, none of y'all from Charlotte? Edie Wilson, I got you. I'm gonna say on behalf of Edie Wilson, she said she's sorry and you got the condolences. Joanne Momoa, you from Charlotte? Stacey Dawson says she from Florida. Shout out Florida. Yadkin County, North Carolina. Where's that at? Where's that near? Rochester, New York. Yeah, you said you hope they comforted me too. Oh, see, Kaya said something nice to me. She said, be safe. Thank you, Kaya. Kaya, that's what's up. You was nice to me tonight. Did you say anything about me drinking a Mountain Dew? In observance of your concern, I won't even, after this swig, I won't take no more on camera. That work for you, Kaya? King Light said he wish he could go just to support. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't want to just go. I mean, if I can help out with anything, I think it would be only right. Trucker D, my man. Where Trucker D? I ain't seen Trucker D in a long time. Tell Trucker D I said what's up. Trucker D called me the bedroom reporter. What did he call me? The bedroom news reporter. Trucker D, all right with me, man. I ain't heard from Trucker D in months. Tell him I said what's up. There go Trucker D right there. Bedroom news reporter, baby. I see you push the bed on the side. Nah, man, I moved to another room, Trucker D. I had to move, man. I had to move. This is the studio now. I got the wires there. I got to do something with the wires. If y'all got some pointers on how I can fix that, I had the wires there. Once I had the wires and everything set up and mixed, and I got the camera sideways, I'm looking at the stock market. Steve sign is all messed up. Y'all ain't even say nothing. Lord have mercy. Yeah, man. This is the new studio for now. The only thing, I don't like the acoustics because there's nothing on the walls for the sound to bounce off of. This room is kind of empty besides these tables and stuff. I'm a man. Y'all gonna have to ride with it. I'm not in the interior decorating right now. So. Kay, you always telling me to drink water. I drank water earlier. How many times I got to tell you that? Come on, baby. Don't do me like that. Oh, near Winston-Salem. That's where it's at. Gail R, much love. You know what I'm saying? All right, guys. We got 10 seconds left. I'm going to say my closing. I appreciate you all. coming out. I appreciate the super chat and everything. I appreciate the likes too. And I appreciate you guys, man. Like, you know how it is. We look forward to these Friday nights. And I will have a safe trip. I got to go pack up right now, take a shower, get in this bed. I got to get up 4:30 and get out of here. But you guys keep me in your prayers, and I want you to stay tuned because tomorrow I'll be documenting this whole trip, and I'll take my laptop and stuff, so my uploads might be off. It might be daytime, and y'all see this at night. I don't know where I'm gonna be and what I'm gonna be doing, but guys, I'm excited. I need a vacation. You know what I'm saying? And it's not a vacation, but I mean, I need to get out of Houston for a while. Let me say this to you real fast before I leave. Doing these stories, it takes a toll on you mentally, even though you're not really involved. When I did this story with Maria Gonzalez and I actually seen the coffin and stuff, it was so overwhelming that me doing these stories and then I'm actually seeing what I've been reporting on up close and personal, it's a surreal experience. I know it's going to be emotional once we get to this funeral for Alicia Watts. Now, I don't know the effect it'll have on me, but it's going to be a lot of emotion there. And it's going to be a surreal experience for me because I will actually see the people on TV that were hurting, as well as the reason why they're hurt. So, I mean, even though I'm going down there, it's not a business trip. It's really just to lend support. The whole situation with giving money to the family, that was all my idea. That's nobody else's idea. It's the least I can do with being welcomed down there from friends and family. So everything yesterday happened so quick. I had to make an executive decision, get the ticket. All this was made yesterday. So, I mean, I'm honored to be a part of it. Come down there, console and comfort, and understand that this situation right here is something that anybody could be going through. A lot of times people need, support. Though I'm a stranger, I'm still part of humanity. Pain is universal. Suffering, so is grief. So I'm going down there to give my regards. I'll give all you guys regards. On behalf of the whole Dynamic Reason channel, I'll get a donation, and it won't just be me. I'm going to mention all you guys that supported it because we family. This channel ain't nothing without y'all. You hear me? You guys are what make this thing go. So I salute you. Till I see you tomorrow in the next video, you guys take care. I love you all. You know how it is. Laugh at my jokes the rest of the night. Bid me safe travels. You'll hear from me sometime tomorrow. I'll see you guys. Take care.